right, everybody, we're going to get started. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming to the MFA reading series. Today we have Big Top by Daryn Robinson. Reading is directed by Kevin Owusu. And yeah, it's actually just a half an hour, no intermission. It's a comedy pilot. Okay. We will read the script. We will take a 5-minute break. We'll come back and have a talk back with Daryn and Kevin. Cool. Right?
Yeah.
Big Top, Episode 1, See You Down the Road, written by Daryn Robinson. Cold open. Interior, Byron's train car, day. Yes, circus trains are a real thing. Duh. How else do you think they move all their stuff around? Our story begins on 1. Enter. Byron Perry, early 60s. Black, charismatic but moody. Speaks with authority, but the words aren't always intelligent. He stands in front of a full-body mirror and wears a classic circus ringleader outfit, complete with a sparkly red coat with tails and a shiny black top hat.
I don't know if I would call myself a ring leader as much as a ring lord. A lord of the ring, perhaps.
Superscript. Byron Perry, Big Top circus ringleader. As Byron narrates, the camera flashes to framed photos on the nearby wall.
I don't hold any real governing power. I'm simply a figurehead.
Photo. Byron shaking hands with Queen Elizabeth II.
Some people love me, some people hate me. I'm a perplexing figure.
Photo. Byron shaking hands with Michael Jackson.
But it's not my job to boss other performers around. I'm no dictator.
Photo. Byron shaking hands with Supreme Leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un.
Leading the longest running black-owned circus ain't easy. But nothing good comes easy. And we're more than good. We're great.
No, that's Frosted Flakes.
The camera pans out to see Jules, early 30s, black, constantly on the verge of a stress-induced panic attack. Pretty but wears an ugly pantsuit that makes her look like a Kamala Harris wannabe.
I mean, we're not just great. We're the greatest show on earth.
That's Ringling Bros.
Well, anyway, Big Top Circus, where dreams come true.
No, that's Disney World.
Jules, we're all just trying to have a good time here, okay?
And I'm trying to make sure you don't get sued for copyright infringement, okay?
Superscript. Jules Perry, Big Top circus attorney.
Well, you're the one who wanted me to do this documentary anyway, damn.
Byron removes his body mic and awkwardly sidesteps Jules to exit the tiny train car.
Love you too, Dad.
Jules Perry, Big Top circus attorney. Then underneath that, Byron's daughter. Title card, Big Top, and cold open. Act 1, interior, Chicago Union Station, platform, day. The circus train pulls into the station. All the performers begin to exit the train, one by one, starting with Damian Fisher, mid-30s, white South African, ruggedly handsome, but trying way too hard to seem cool. The sudden sound of a lion's roar is heard from behind him, but this doesn't faze him.
Calm down, kitty.
We'll snuggle up later and watch The Lion King.
Super. Damian Fisher, Big Top circus Lion King.
Cape Town, born and raised. I learned how to tame lions from the servants on my family's estate. I mean, they were more like family members than servants. They were like extended family.
What were their names?
Oh, well, there was a guy named, and the other, oh, shame, I gotta go feed Simba.
Behind Damian comes Nikita Ivanovich, early 20s, Ukrainian immigrant, effortlessly gorgeous and effortlessly cool.
There's the bar. I need schnapps.
Superscript. Nikita Ivanovich, big top circus aerialist.
I come from Ukraine. I go up in the sky. I do the flips. The crowd goes wild. I come back to the ground. I make some money. I send the money to little children in Ukraine. I drink. I have sex with the lion man. I go to sleep. Are we finished now?
As we were.
Oh, that train ride messed up my back.
Do you need me to blow it out for you? Your back, that is.
Oh, you give a man an inch.
And he gives you 8.
Yeah, more like 3.
Nikita rolls her eyes and rolls her heavy suitcase over Damien's feet, making him wince in pain. But then she looks over her shoulder and winks at him. I'm as confused as you are about this situation, shit. Anyway, the next performer to exit the train is Sylvester Salizo Zucco, early 60s, Italian-American, beloved circus clown whose legendary status allows him to get away with pretty much anything.
Oh, I feel so good.
Superscript. Sylvester Salizo Zucco, big top circus clown. But he's not in his clown costume. Not right now. But that's probably a good thing because of what's about to happen next. Slizo wobbles precariously and vomits on the platform.
So unprofessional.
Exiting the train carrying full clown makeup and carefully stepping over Slizo's puke is Star Bright, mid-30s, Big Top's second most popular clown behind Slizo, constantly wearing makeup and a giant chip on her shoulder.
Jules, you didn't tell me we would be on camera. I would have put on some more makeup.
More makeup? You're already wearing a full face.
You know what they say, more is more. And I'm not blessed with that sweet, sweet melanin of yours.
Star awkwardly ignores the snub and cheeses up the camera. Superscript. Star Bright, Big Top circus clown.
When my parents, the Brights, christened me in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it was prophetic. Really? It was like they knew I was born to be, well, a star.
Yes, Star Bright is her government name. It's on her I-9.
Superscript. Jules Perry, Big Top circus attorney, Byron's daughter, and adding to her running list of titles, Human Resources.
That's why I always wear makeup. Yes, sirree. I never leave the train without it. You never know when it might be time to perform. You never know who might be watching, like a talent agent or a modeling scout or a music producer or a casting director or a regular director like you. Would you like to hear me sing?
Not really. No.
Isn't it rich? Aren't we a pair?
As we were.
I gotta go take care of our star.
Oh, how sweet of you, but I'm fine. Thank you.
But Jules is already jogging past her to Slizo. After all, he's the real star. The camera briefly zooms in to Star Bright, sadly sulking in the background. Okay, that's enough of her.
Jules, I think I ate a bad cannoli.
Come on, Sleezo. We both know there's no such thing as a bad cannoli.
Of course I drink on the job. They don't call it clowning around for nothing. Plus it works great in the ring. Makes my stumbling look more realistic because it is. Come here, let me tell you a secret.
Suddenly, Slizo reaches towards the flower on his lapel and squirts liquid onto the camera screen.
Tequila shot! You're welcome.
As we were. Slizo doubles over as Jules receives the text message notification on her iPhone. She reads the message, smiles, and beckons the camera closer to share a secret.
I've been chatting with this guy on the internet for the past few months. His name is Charlie, and he's one of the few things that brings me joy lately. Whenever we talk, I feel like the world is bright and beautiful, and nothing bad could ever happen. Okay, maybe there is such thing as a bad cannoli.
Just then, Byron exits the train, rolling a suitcase. Jules shakes off some of the puke and approaches him.
Hey, Dad, can we chat before the meeting?
You smell like vomit.
It's not nice.
That's even worse.
I need to tell you something, Dad.
Jules, it's opening night and I'm already stressed.
But Dad is...
No, the only butts I care about are the butts in the seats. Make it happen.
Byron exits further down the platform. Jules groans and glares at him, annoyed. Superscript. Jules Perry, Big Top circus attorney. Byron's daughter. Human Resources, and yet another title, Tour Manager. Interior, Jules train car, day. Jules' manicured hand adjusts a degree from Georgetown Law. It reads her full name, Jules Leotard Perry, JD.
I was named after a famous circus performer who, well, the leotard is named after him. You know what they say, you can take the girl out of the circus, but the legal name change is a pain in the ass. No, not that I've tried or anything.
The camera zooms in on some legal name change paperwork on Jules' desk. Jules sweeps it away with an awkward laugh.
When I left home, I mean, what is home really? The circus train. Anyway, when I hopped off the train, I never intended on coming back. But in circus, we never really say goodbye. We say, see you down the road.
B-roll of Jules wistfully watching C-SPAN on her laptop as she narrates.
To be honest, I thought my road would lead me to Capitol Hill or the UN, but I guess it's easier to stay here where I'm needed. And I'm...
Jules, we can't find your dad.
And it looks like I'm needed.
Jules follows Star out of the office too. Interior, restroom area, backstage, United Center, Chicago later that afternoon. Star leads Jules to the men's restroom door.
He's got IBS again. Irritable boss syndrome.
I'll talk to him. Could you keep everybody entertained?
Oh, I'm an expert at that!
Star prances away to meet everyone in the green room. Jules chuckles at Star's tomfoolery, then scowls at the task ahead.
Dad, I know you're dealing with some opening night stage fright.
Byron cracks open the door and pokes his head out. He's wearing a hair bonnet and a silk robe, and he's got a green cucumber face mask smeared all over his brown skin.
I never get stage fright. The audience should be frightened of me and how talented I am.
Sure, whatever, but I have something important to tell you, Dad.
What could possibly be more important than the ringleader's pre-show ritual? I simply cannot leave the ring if I'm not in the proper headspace. My chakras must be aligned. And if I find any green Skittles in my Skittle jar, I swear to God.
You know what? Fine. I'll handle the meeting just like I handle everything else around here.
Jules storms away towards interior, green room, backstage, United Center, Chicago. Jules enters to find Starbright entertaining the other circus performers with an off-key rendition of Stephen Sondheim's musical theater ballad, Send in the Clowns.
But where are the clowns? Send in the clowns! Don't bother, they're here! Get it? Because we work. Okay, meeting time. Meeting time. I was getting to the good part.
And none of it was good.
I have some news to share.
Hey, aren't we gonna start like normal with the airing of grievances?
For a group of people who make a living off laughter and overall enjoyment, they sure do love to complain.
My lions need more room to roam.
Where do you suggest we let them roam in Chicago? Lincoln Park Zoo?
There's lions at the Art Institute.
Damien, those are statues. Next!
We need to hire a masseuse. I cannot flip with a sore back.
Nikita, I'd be happy to rub your back.
Oh, and I'd be happy to rub your face in the dirt.
Oh, playing in the mud? Me lucky.
Yes. Damien and Nikita are both
into this.
Yes. It's gross.
I think we all need to address the elephant in the room.
We already got rid of elephants. Remember the PETA lawsuit?
No! Elephant in the room.
With each word, Star nudges her head towards Sleezo, implicating that he's the problem. The camera plans to Sleezo, and in this short span of time since we last saw him, he has already fallen asleep.
Useless, like a fish in the desert.
Dessert? You got tiramisu?
See what I mean? I should be a head clown.
Good luck with that. When it comes to clowns, I'm the biggest thing since John Wayne Gacy.
The serial killer?
All press is good press, all right?
That's debatable.
That's what I always say.
Enough! None of this matters anyways. Big Top Circus is closing. Well, we might be closing if we don't knock this tour out of the park. After crunching some disappointing numbers, our shareholders noticed a decline in our profit margin, and that puts a strain on our operational costs.
I do not understand what that means. English is my second tongue.
I don't understand what that means, and English is my first tongue. Our tongues have a lot in common.
Not have to rip yours out of your skull.
What I'm saying is that if we don't sell enough tickets, then this will be our final tour. If we don't get butts in seats, then it'll be over forever.
You mentioned a decline in profit margin. And whose fault is that, huh?
Yet another superscript. Jules Perry, Big Top Circus attorney, Byron's daughter, human resources, tour manager, and then head of marketing.
Okay, maybe it is my fault a little bit, but I'm doing my best, and it's never enough for you people.
What do you mean, you people? Italians?
Ukrainians?
Africans?
Oh,
I'm from South Africa.
Yeah, but that's like different.
I mean you people. You spoiled clowns who blame everything on everyone else but themselves. Listen, I love you guys. Y'all are the closest thing I've ever had to family besides my actual father. But if we can't sell this tour, then Big Top Circus will close. But closing doesn't mean saying goodbye, because in circus we never really say goodbye. We say see you down the road.
What a load of baloney.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm trying my best, okay? Now go practice juggling or something. We've got a tour to sell.
Jules storms out of the green room.
Send in the cloud.
And Act 1. Act 2. Exterior. United Center, Chicago. Day. Jules texts on her iPhone, then beckons the camera closer to share a secret.
After doling out the bad news, I received some good news. Remember that guy Charlie I've been chatting with online? Well, turns out that Charlie is also in Chicago this week, and he wants to meet up. He knows I work for Big Top. Maybe I can show him how much of a circus freak I really am. Actually, could you cut that line out? It's gross.
Jules continues walking down the stone steps and around the corner of the building.
It's bad enough that there's so much pressure to do well on this tour, but it's a good thing we're the only circus currently in Chicago. Oh, no.
Something across the street catches Jules' eyes, shocking her. The camera pans, following her gaze. It zooms in on a poster, now playing in Chicago. Cirque du Croissant.
The croissant is our biggest competitor and our biggest pain in the, as you say, derrière.
Those Pepe Le Pew wannabes want to outsell us in every city.
They're not even real Frenchmen. They're from Canada. They wear denim suits for Pete's sake.
I wish they would escargot away. Got it? It's funny because
And their ringleader, Celine, is the worst of them. She and I have history. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, they used to.
Interior. Cirque du Croissant.
That same day. Sitting in the bleachers is Celine Toulouse, early 60s, extremely French-Canadian. Not the brightest bulb, but her accent makes her sound sophisticated. She yells into a bullhorn and wears sunglasses inside, so we can already assume she's full of it. She's also wearing a bathrobe for undisclosed reasons. Nevertheless, it's sexy.
Okay, from the top.
A flurry of activities as various circus performers and dancers prepare to show off their skills.
Maestro, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Trumpets and fanfare as the circus ring lights up in Technicolor. A funky techno pop beat plays loudly over the speaker as 24 bare-chested showgirls bounce boomily around the ring, doing high kicks and cartwheels, followed by a circle of fire breathers, breathing fire, as they do, and juggling lit torches, all while acrobats swing from the trapeze above them. It's quite the spectacle.
Mesdames et messieurs, garçons et filles.
English subtitles. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The camera pans over to the bleachers where it last left Celine. Gasp! But she's gone. Yet we still hear her voice.
Et des gens sexy partout.
English subtitles and sexy people everywhere. The activity in the ring settles from its initial flurry, and the performers pose for the big finish.
Bienvenue, tout.
Out of nowhere, Celine appears on a pedestal in the middle of the ring. That's circus magic, baby.
Cirque du croissant.
A huge sparkling crescent moon descends from the rafters. Tres magnifique. The techno pop beat intensifies and reaches its apex. More trumpets and fanfare. More showgirls jiggling their jugs. More fire breathers. More acrobatics. And a lone accordion player plays a sad song in the corner for a little French flair.
Interior.
Celine's trailer, moments later. Celine stands in front of the bathroom mirror in her trailer,
Shaving her
long, shapely
legs with a blade. A la Sweeney Todd badass.
Celine accidentally nicks her shin with the blade. A small dot of blood emerges from the surface wound. Totally unfazed, Celine catches the blood on her finger and then licks it.
The blood of a champion. The taste of success.
Superscript.
Celine Toulouse,
Cirque du Croissant.
ringleader. The camera flashes to photos on the wall
Of Celine's trailer.
as she continues to speak.
Some people believe that I am special, that I am chosen by God.
Framed photo, Celine shaking hands with Pope Francis.
But I do not believe in God. I believe in destiny.
I am Destiny's Child.
Framed photo, Celine shaking hands with Beyonce. Beyonce is crying tears of joy.
As one of the first and only female ringleaders in circus history, I have made the biggest cultural
Impact on the past century.
more than anyone else.
Framed photo, Celine shaking hands with Steve Jobs.
That is what
Happens when excellence meets sexiness.
nothing but the best from Cirque du Croissant. Not like that cheap freak show, big top circus. You like what you see, oui, oui? Well, that was only our opening number. Wait until you behold our world famous clown.
Celine, open up, please.
Celine opens the door and leans in its frame.
She casually takes a drag from her cigarette and blows smoke into Jules'
Face.
Jules Perry, enchanté, mon chéri. What do you want?
I'm just a teensy tiny bit confused as to why your circus has set up your tent in the same city as ours at the same time, right across the street. Do you not see this as a conflict of interest?
You went to business school, correct? You know the old adage
About the ice cream shops. If there are two ice cream shops on the same street, then they both do better.
Yeah, I know. And I actually went to law school.
Oh, I see. So you are making an objection.
Actually, yes, I object to you stealing our thunder.
Mon chéri, I am both Zeus and Odin rolled into one and packaged in a nasty hot bod. I do not steal the thunder. I am the thunder.
Why are you stealing this tour date?
Oh, mon chéri, not just this tour date, all of them.
You're kidding.
No, I am adulting, which you are failing at miserably. By the look of your tacky pantsuit, you Kamala Harris wannabe.
Celine, you cannot do this. You'll cannibalize our sales. And if Big Top doesn't do well in this tour, we'll have to close forever.
Oh, what is that old adage? Oh, I know. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Or should I say, not my mole.
Oh, snap.
The camera zooms in on Jules as she puts the pieces together. It's like Jimmy Neutron having a
Brain blast.
Wait, there's a mole? Who's sharing information with you?
I would never reveal my source. It's bad form, like your lumpy body without Spanx. Speaking of bodies, does your father still work out?
I'm not answering that.
Celine slams the trailer door in Jules' face.
Jules takes a few deep cleansing breaths, pulls out her iPhone, texts Charlie. When are you free?
It's been a bad day, so let's turn this into a good night.
Interior, green room.
Backstage, United Center. Sleazo, Nikita, and Damien lounge around the green room, feeling depressed about their doom circus. Meanwhile, Star continues to sing Sondheim.
It's indeed rich! My fault, I fear! I thought that you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear. But where are the clowns? Send in the clowns.
Now that's what I call music.
Again, not our slogan.
That sounds like something Jules would say. Where is Jules anyway?
Probably drowning her sorrows in a bottle of schnapps. I don't blame her.
Yep, Big Top might be going under. Top, under. See what I did?
Homegirl. Great.
Are y'all serious?
As serious as a yeast infection from a week-old sweaty leotard.
Thank you for that stunning visual, Sleezo. Yes, Byron, it's true. Jules told us that if we don't sell enough tickets, then this tour will be our last.
But here's the silver lining. Sleezo can finally retire.
Hey, there's still a few years left in the sleaze machine.
Okay, haha, this is all very funny, but I will lose my visa. I do not want to go back to Ukraine.
Nikita, love, you could always marry me for a green card.
You're South African.
Dual citizenship, baby. South African American. We African Americans have to stick together. Right, my brother?
You're from the wrong side of the apartheid, my brother. I'm sure wherever Jules is, she's devastated.
Actually, she's not. She's too busy at Interior,
Parsons Chicken and Fish, Chicago evening. Jules smiles and laughs across the table from Charlie Davis, early 30s, handsome but in an accessible way. Heart of gold with pure intentions. He's the guy she's been texting this whole time. And thank you, sweet baby Jesus. He's just as fine in real life as his profile pic. Catfish averted.
I'm so glad we're finally meeting in person.
No, me too. You look great.
Thank you, so do you. And so does this chicken. I wonder if it tastes as good as it looks.
I wonder the same about you. I mean, wait.
Oh my God, are we about to have a John Wayne Gacy situation?
Are you like a serial killer?
No, I'm not. I'm just really bad at this. Sorry, I have like diarrhea of the mouth, you know?
Okay, well, let's hope the chicken doesn't give us diarrhea of the stomach. Yeah, okay.
The verdict?
This chicken tastes like it was cooked by white people.
Say what?
It lacks a certain nigga c'est quoi.
Oh my God, I wouldn't say that. I mean,
You literally can.
Jules and Charlie laugh some more. It's a deep belly laugh. That kind that
Warms you up from the inside and incinerates all your past traumas.
crisis averted. Smash cut to
Exterior, Riverwalk, Chicago, later that evening.
Jules and Charlie walk and talk
Down the Chicago Riverwalk. Très romantique. Jules wraps up telling Charlie about her job.
And Big Top's next tour stop is DC. Geez, I haven't been back there since law school.
do you miss it?
What, torts? Bar review? Hell no.
No, I mean, do you miss DC?
Yeah, I guess. Sometimes I think about how different my life would be if I wasn't still working for Big Top. Like, if I actually used my law degree for something important, something that could change the world, not managing contracts for clowns. Sometimes I wonder what my life would be like if I got a big girl job.
Oh, but Big Top Circus is a big girl job. It's got big in the title. And hey, trust me, you are not the only one in the world that is doing a job that they hate, that they're not passionate about. We all have our ways of getting by. That's adulting.
You ain't kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. I said I'm adulting. Keep up, Georgetown Law.
Charlie moves his hand from her chin, strokes it softly down her neck, and offers her his arm, which she takes. In this moment, under the polluted Chicago moonlight, she's leaning on him in more ways than one.
You're right. I'll be okay.
You'll be more than okay. You're really smart and really beautiful. On the inside and the outside, because both are equally important, right?
Ooh, you're spitting wisdom like a sexy Yoda.
Say that again, you can.
Interior. Hotel, Chicago lobby night. Later on, Charlie and Jules
Walk through a hotel lobby.
Well, here you are.
Here I am. Charlie pushes.
Pushes a button to call the elevator.
Cheers to beginnings and endings.
You're skipping the best part.
Charlie looks at her, puzzled. The elevator comes open with a ding. Jules steps in and gives Charlie a come hither look.
The climax.
In a moment of whimsy, Jules grabs Charlie by his jacket collar, pulling him inside the elevator with her. The doors close right as they are about to kiss. Exterior, hotel room, the next morning. Jules opens the door quietly. Her clothes and hair are clearly disheveled from a night of, well, you know.
Oh, please! You waited outside all night long?
The camera moves up and down like it's nodding yes. Jules rolls her eyes and begins to exit.
Bye, Charlie. See you later.
See you down the road. Jules pauses in the doorway at this familiar phrase, but then she shakes it off and exits. End Act 2. Act 3. Interior, green room, United Center, Chicago, day. Jules enters the room to find all the circus performers sitting together. Damien and Nikita cuddle on the couch together and bottle feed milk to a real-life lion cub. Star applies even more makeup to her already caked-up face, while the faint sounds of Sondheim waft from her AirPods. Sleezo is asleep, again, and Byron paces around like the worried dad that he is.
The prodigal daughter has finally returned.
We tried having a family movie night last night to take our minds off everything.
But that was a disaster.
Flashback to last night. The group sits in front of the television in the green room. Star operates a remote
Control and flips through premium movie channels. The very first movie that appears is The Greatest Showman.
Ugh, singing circus.
Star changes the channel and lands on Water for Elephants.
Sexy circus.
She changes this channel yet again and lands on It.
Scary circus.
Next channel, Freaks.
Politically incorrect circus.
Next, Dumbo.
Cartoon circus.
Yet again, Dumbo. But it's the one from 2019.
Live action remake of a cartoon circus.
Finally, American Horror Story,
I
Freak Show.
swear to our Lord Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, there are like 8 seasons of this show, and we just happened to land on the circus one.
Byron grabs the remote from Star, turns off the television adamantly, and chucks the remote across the room. It hits the wall and smashes to smithereens.
I'm not paying for that.
I'm sorry for yelling at y'all earlier. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I'm just trying to deal with all this and keep Big Top afloat, and we all have our ways of getting by, okay? That's adulting.
Baby girl, we forgive you. We love you and we appreciate all that you're doing, even with the ugly, stupid, annoying cameras that won't leave us alone.
Hey, get him up.
Maybe this documentary will show the world how much they'll miss Big Top Circus when we're gone. Or at least will remind them of what was.
Yeah, maybe, but don't think that way, baby girl. We'll pull through. And even if we close up shop, we'll never really say goodbye in the circus. We say, see you down the road.
Jules smiles sweetly at her father, and then her brow furrows in recognition from what Charlie said earlier.
Yeah, we do say that, don't we? See you down the road.
Jules exits the room, then the building, and walks towards interior, VIP booth, Siècle du Croissant tent, day. Jules sits in the VIP booth amongst some other shareholders and important guests. She holds a giant baguette and peers down at the bleachers, where hundreds of Siècle du Croissant fans wait in anticipation for the show to begin.
Yesterday, Celine told me we had a mole at Big Top, so I'm here to get to the bottom of this petite situation. And since I'm industry, I copped some VIP tickets. Take that, Celine.
Jules bites the baguette.
She hates how delicious it is.
Damn, that's a good baguette.
Just then,
the lights dim and the crowd cheers in anticipation of the show. In spite of herself, Jules applauds along with them. The energy in the room is infectious. The opening number commences. It's fabulous, even better than it was during their rehearsal. Jules is visibly envious.
The opening number is always great for them, but I want to see their clowns. They're the big draw. And maybe we can poach some of them for Big Top.
Jump cut to the end of the opening number. The lights transition to a different color, and jaunty music plays.
Here they go.
6 clowns enter the ring, dancing and flailing their arms about. Everything seemed innocent until, in true Cirque du Croissant fashion, the clowns do a striptease. It's weirdly sexy. Jules is turned on by the sexy clowns. Hey, I'm turned on, and you are too. Yes, even you. Jules zeroes in on one clown in particular.
Look at the six-pack on that one.
The clown turns around to reveal his bare ass in chaps.
Nice ass too. Almost too nice.
Jules continues to stare at the sexy clown.
Wait a minute.
Something is amiss.
I've seen that ass before.
The camera zooms in on this particular clown's ass, then pans over to Jules' stunned face. The camera pans back towards the clown, who has now turned back around to the front. Jules examines the clown's face.
Oh no, Charlie!
And Act 3.
Tag.
Interior, Jules' train car, dead. Outside the window, trees pass by, signifying that the train is on its way to the Big Top's next destination, Washington, D.C. Jules sits at her desk, while Byron looks out the window.
Sure, Cirque du Croissant cannibalized our sales in Chicago. It was an unfortunate coincidence. They were in the town at the same time as us. What are the odds? But that was only stop numero uno.
The train comes to a sudden halt, jolting Jules.
We'll crush it in DC. We'll keep our heads up and we'll keep making our way out of this.
No way! Again?
The camera follows Byron's gaze and zooms into a poster. Now touring in DC, Cirque du Croissant. Interior, Capital One Arena, DC, that same day. Jules, Byron, Nikita, Star, Damien, Sleezo, and all the other performers drag their suitcases through the hallways.
Why waste our time trying to compete with Cirque du Croissant?
Yeah, let's eat some crab cakes.
Yeah, we could take some cute pics by the White House.
Of course you'd like a White House, you apartheid baby.
It's just not fair. How do they keep following us?
I'll get to the bottom of it.
I know we give you a hard time, but we really appreciate you, baby girl. You're an important member of this family.
Zoom in on Jules' face with the final superscript next to it. Jules Perry, Big Top Circus attorney. Byron's daughter. Human resources, tour manager, head of marketing, and then trader. End of pilot.
More time?
Break it, then we'll come back and have talk back, but let's give these actors a round of applause.
Thank you, Carla.
Yay, Daryn!
That's so great.
Thank you.
Might work. A little bit. What's up? Are you sticking around?
Yeah.
Yes. What happens when we talk back? So Zayd and Kevin are gonna sit there and he's gonna ask questions about the process, and you guys can ask us questions. And
Anything you want to ask?
Yeah, you can say like what you liked about it,
Oh, cool.
what you were confused about, and then fix it.
That was so good, wasn't it? I enjoyed it so
You
much.
missed the whole date scene.
I had to run out to go to the bathroom and I got locked outside.
Oh no.
Oh no!
The door locked and I was like,
Oh no. How did you get back in?
Man, it's Simone probably.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It really, that's close to things that we said, 'cause it took
Oh,
us
no.
Wait, Daryn, come back. I have someone who's watching the live stream and you want to take a screenshot. I'll be still there, otherwise. Here.
Did he get it?
Yeah, okay, great.
Oh.
Hold on, let me grab my
Yeah,
nose.
grab your nose, Kevin.
Grab the nose.
I enjoyed it so much.
Take it, Yusuf. Do you take it, Yusuf? Take the picture. You take it? He got it.
Oh, amazing. I'm so glad. Yeah.
I just don't. Just turn back.
Oh, about the chicken? Thank you. Yeah, the chicken. These are this is my mom and that's my stepdad.
I'm Shane, I'm the professor of the class. How are you?
What's up there? Are you heading out?
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Triple threat, amazing
Thank
Carol.
you. Oh, we enjoyed this so much. It was a great experience for everybody.
I think we scheduled it because you're in town, is that right?
Yes, we're in town.
Cool, from?
Maryland.
Right outside DC.
Oh, right on. Good to have you here.
Thank you. Great to be here. Glad to be here.
My friend used to thought I'm an adult. It was hilarious.
Thank you.
And he was wondering, trying to say all the right things, but then he was and then he was like, "This is very Saturday Night Live," and then he said that was compact.
Amazing. I will write this down. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I enjoyed it so much. It was so much fun.
That's good to hear. I heard y'all laughing. I heard some little laughter coming from over there.
That was good. I enjoyed it.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah, it's something you.
That was all.
Well directed too, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Have you done TV stuff before like this? Or?
So I directed a mockumentary once when I was in undergrad, but otherwise, no, not really. It was, but like at least like the style, like documentary style, is something that I enjoy and resonate with. So it was pretty easy. Yeah.
And remind me, you're an MFA actor. Okay, but you're just moonlighting.
Yeah, because I dabbled directing as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess they needed a director, man. So
Yeah. Oh, you did a great job. That's why I was wondering.
Thank you.
After this week.
What year are you?
Sorry, it's my last year. It's 2 years.
2 years.
But I
I like those
third.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you guys? Yeah.
But I'm done this summer.
So what's next?
Hopefully someone gives me a job. Yeah, you know, either that or just a bunch of great.
But I mean, are you gonna be here or are you gonna? Oh, you just got Chicago.
At least for a couple of years.
No, you're done. You're done.
Oh, what's your name?
My goals for the series.
She's in the first year.
So I saw her in the lobby. That would be funny. I said,
Writers and directors.
I saw her. Sorry, give me a second.
Honestly, like the dream for me, honestly, if I was running, I'd be like the actor in the writers room and try to bring a play when I was 12. So it was like for the academic actors, we have summer. You know, we usually do it in shows that we have to get rights with. You know, what if we get shows that actually written, especially like showcase.
It used to be new, you know, when I this series.
I enjoyed it so much. Did you like it, Mike?
Oh, I love it.
It's not exactly that we like, I wouldn't say we got in a room and wrote plays for the actors, but
Are
like.
you doing this?
Yes, but I'm a first year.
First year. So
It's
next
writing
year,
parts for them, and you know, we'd be like, oh, he was so good in
come back
that
and see the next year.
movie. You know, whatever. I symbiotic.
Yeah. That's, I mean, I hope that down the road, that's the direction that you're still, you know, that's like very much like so much of that.
You'll get there.
But I hope.
I hope not.
And even if they don't, so like, I know there was that, flyer out, like, through the arch.
Yeah, I saw that,
Yeah, so I went to that and like, because, you know, part of that desire of wanting that piece to go together is
You're over there sucking down wine through a swizzle straw.
Local labs.
Probably a bad idea.
Projects that I wanted to do was very much like.
Oh, we're gonna eat
labs,
after this.
creative lab
You know
space
what?
for,
Sure. And the thing is, I wasn't even
essentially
thinking
having
that much
conversation
during
around
because I was
social
like so
topic that we did
wired.
in the past.
Like I was gonna try to not be so good for this, but.
And then use that conversation.
Yeah.
So we can ask you questions and stuff.
And then try to
Yeah, you can. I'm gonna end this screen.
exploration to write off based off of that. And like down the road, having like a 48-hour play festival, like, on